Hello, dear viewers. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily tarot reading. I ask you to choose the stone that draws you, the one that matches with your intuition, and we'll begin. See what the day holds for you. All right, for those of you who chose this sort of gray-green stone, we have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Cups. All right, all minor arcana, so probably not a great big decision-making day today, but you've got some good cups here with this Ten of Cups. That's sort of this sense that, you're all right. Things are all right. There's a completion there. Sometimes that is a sense that things are basically fine, lending itself to emotional security in your home life. Sometimes that's about someone from the other side loving you too and letting you know we're all here, we're complete here. The generations, that's the generations card sometimes. And the Four of Cups is sometimes it's a message you're not hearing or you're not receiving. I wonder a little bit if there's a message you're not hearing, especially with this Ten of Cups. There really could be a loved one on the other side who's been wanting to give you an overflowing cup, wanting to help you to feel better, wanting to know that they're there to help you feel comforted or strengthened or something like that. So that could be the meaning of this. The Queen of Wands is a powerful figure. She is mature, but she is fiery. She's vital. Whether male or female, that card can really represents the maturity in those kinds of personality characteristics. So you get the Queen of Wands, that's a real compliment to you. So I think that this is about there being a sense of well-being, even if there may have been some dissatisfaction recently for you with the Four of Cups. There might be some things that haven't been all that emotionally rewarding, haven't been all that great, a bit disappointing maybe even. But Spirit is always trying to bring you something that is better, a message that's better, a feeling that's better. And certainly you are a purposeful individual. And obviously you're the kind of person who just keeps charging forward and making good on his or her main priorities and main purposes, no matter how you feel. So that's a source of energy for you. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. There may be a good message coming to you that you're not quite hearing yet. For those of you who chose this sort of beige stone, it's a glass bead actually. We have the Knight of Coins, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Moon. The Moon is your major arcana. So the Moon is about intuition. It's about things that are not readily apparent to everybody. There are things, there are realities that you may really need your intuition to know them, to see them. The good thing about the Moon is it comes up when our intuition is pretty darn good. When our intuition does understand what's beneath the surface. Like here we have the Scorpion beneath the surface. So our intuition is strong enough to see that and to lead us on the right path. Strong enough to understand what's underlying our deepest emotions. And there's a lot of wisdom in that Moon card. And you need it because there may be a situation where you're standing your ground. You're feeling like it takes something to stand your ground. You may feel like you're backed up to the edge even. There can be challenging tasks, ideas. These wands can be other people's goals. They can be your own goals. They can be a lot of things coming at you. And the Seven of Wands person holds their ground. They stand their ground, although they do sometimes feel like they're on the edge. And we have the Knight of Coins, that steady, reliable, faithful movement toward things that expand your actual security, your physical security. So the Knight of Pentacles tells me no matter what's going on, no matter how you may feel, no matter what may be coming to you in your intuition, you are doing fine. You know, you are steadily improving your life. You're steadily increasing your security in life. You're doing that. You do that faithfully. You do that dependably. And that's really wonderful, even when you're not exactly sure where this is going, and even when things may have been a little bit challenging with the Seven of Wands. And maybe it is your intuition that helps you to know that deep down things are going to be all right. And in the long run, you're going to be glad that you just steadily kept going forward. You just steadily kept going forward. That's what you did. And wonderful. Because you will walk into a place where there's greater clarity. You will not be in this place where you feel like you're just standing your ground. You won't be there forever. You'll be moving forward. So, you know, in the end, just focusing on what you can do each day to keep working is the best. For those of you who chose this sort of red gold bead, we have the Judgment card, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. So, the Judgment Angel, clarity and good judgment. The Two of Cups is about seeing eye to eye with somebody. You know, you kind of see things the way they see them, and you feel respected. This is emotionally rewarding for both of you. The Judgment card suggests to me like perhaps you make a decision, and maybe it is because of you're somebody else is a sounding board for you, helps you to make that decision, or maybe you have clarity of good judgment, and yes, like I said, someone else is a sounding board for you. You're kind of feeling like, yeah, I do have this right, this is correct, this is the right assessment, this is the right decision. It can be a decision you two make together, because this can sometimes be like a pact or an agreement between two people who are partners or friends or associates. They really do see eye to eye, though. The Five of Wands is about conflict. It's not a major arcana, though. It's sort of the kind of conflict that people have because they each have their own priorities, their own goals, their own wands, right? And so there's sometimes a little bit of competition for whose takes precedent. And since we get the Judgment card, this could be about a bit of a struggle because different people in your environment have different perspectives on things. You have a good perspective, though, with that Judgment Angel. You've got the good insight. You've got the, good judgment about it. You've got I feel like you're right. You're right. Don't we like to hear we're right? But I feel like you have a good, sound, correct assessment of the situation. But maybe not everybody is there. So there can be a little push and pull, and there can be a little bit of arguing. Nothing major, just the kinds of negotiation that takes place as people, usually they're trying to do something together. They're trying to get something done together. You may have a situation where some don't understand it, but you've got someone important in your life who does, and really supports your decision. So in any case, I love the major arcana here because that's saying you are seeing things well. All right, for those of you who chose the blue bead, we have the King of Swords, we have the Hermit, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have two major arcana here. So the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune, they are, gosh, they're very spiritual cards, aren't they? The Wheel of Fortune, there's a sense of destiny there. There's a new beginning coming in. There's a new era coming in some area of your life. The wheel is turning. The Hermit suggests to me that this could be a spiritual thing. This could be something that's just between you and you and Source, you and Spirit, where the Hermit is coming into new insights, new vistas that will indeed change your life. So that is terrific. The King of Swords, though. So this isn't only about intuition and those kinds of revelations. The King of Swords is planning, analysis, moving forward, being open and direct and logical about your plans. So the King of Swords, the great intellect there. So really, but the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they are really good at picking up that Ace of Swords, that spiritual revelation, that fact, that maybe they hear something from the other side. They are really good at picking those up, those insights, that sword of victory. So the King of Swords and the Hermit could really work quite well together here. But if you feel like you are learning some things and coming to some things internally that will indeed change, say, the next several years, you're correct. You are correct. So this is good news. Well, I thank you all so very much. I hope you have a terrific day. We'll talk to you soon, and take care. Bye-bye.